Village Board meeting for Monday, April 15th, 2019. Let's call the meeting to order, and if we could all please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Boyce.
Here.
Martin.
Here.
Dole.
Here.
Crockett.
Here.
Geske.
Here.
Phillips.
Here.
We have a quorum. Tonight, as always, we begin with the approval of the minutes. We have the minutes from our regular board meeting of April 1st, 2019 that has been included in the packet, and hopefully everyone has had the opportunity to review them. Are there any changes, additions, deletions, corrections? Seeing none, I would accept a motion to waive the reading of the minutes and approve them as presented by the clerk.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Crockett. Second by Geske. Roll call.
Crockett.
Yes.
Geske.
Yes.
Boyce.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Dole.
Yes.
And Phillips.
Yes.
Motion carries. Public participation, is there anyone that signed up to address the board?
No one this evening, Mayor.
Okay. Village President's report. Tonight, we just have a couple items. One is a fundraiser application form from the Manteno High School, that's filled out by their head coach, R.J. Haynes, where they want to sell some discount cards, and they're asking for approval. They've submitted the proper paperwork signed by the principal of the school. Want to use the revenue for these discount cards to update some end zone camera system. Is there any questions or in regards to the request from the high school fundraiser? Seeing none, I would accept a motion to approve the request.
I make the motion.
Motion by Phillips, second by Geske. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign. Motion carries. The other item that I have tonight is, being that tonight is the last meeting of our fiscal year, we have a request to approve all of the village amusement, liquor, and video gaming licenses for FY19 and 20. These licenses will take effect on May 1st, but since our board meeting isn't until after May 1st, we need to vote on these tonight in order to get them issued to the people so they can in turn get their state licenses and continue the seamless operation after the end of our fiscal year. Tonight we have a total of 10 Class A liquor licenses, 9 Class B, 3 Class C, I'm sorry, 2 Class C, 2 Class D, and 5 Class O liquor licenses. We have 2 amusement licenses and 5 video gaming licenses. They're all the same as what is currently existing. There are no new licenses that are being requested and no new licenses that are being issued. So, I mean, I can go through and list them or read them all, but everyone knows the ones that are currently existing for the liquor, all the different liquor establishments, the grocery stores, the gas stations, and the couple of the food restaurants. We have 2, the Winnie's Bistro and Riley's LLC, which are the gaming facilities, gaming cafes, and then all the video gaming licenses that we have throughout the other liquor establishments. So it's all exactly the same as it currently exists with no new ones being issued. Is there any questions in regard to the liquor, amusement, or gaming license? Then they will, I believe they will be on the agenda for later on in the meeting. Village Administrative Report, Mr. Larock.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have one update. At the end of June, Aqua will be no longer accepting payments at the Village Hall drop box. Obviously, their efforts are to get you to sign up for auto pays or other things that work better for them. And as it is now, they send somebody around to all these drop boxes, so I'm sure that gets a little expensive for them. So we have a notice over there at Village Hall. We'll be trying to let people know, but as of the end of June, you will no longer be able to leave your payments there.
So will we be putting something over the door there so they don't drop them in, or what?
Yeah, that's our intention. So we use that occasionally. Sometimes people drop permit applications or other village business in there, so we're not going to take it out, we're not going to lock it off, but we'll make sure that there's a notice right on the door so that they're aware they can't leave a water payment there anymore.
And then they say Aqua is trying to encourage everybody to pay online as much as possible, and there's other drop-off places in the village that they can drop these off to if people are insist on doing that. Anything else?
That's all I have this evening.
Committee reports, Public Works and Utilities, Mr. Boyce.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have one item tonight. Resolution 1820, a resolution for the maintenance under Illinois Highway Code. This resolution is basically just like, lets us purchase like salt for the streets and purchase materials, things like that. That's all I got.
Thank you, Mr. Boyce. Properties and Recreation, Mr. Martin.
The only thing I have is we actually have a meeting on this Wednesday coming up, the 17th, at 7 o'clock right here. We're going to meet here first, Jim, right? And then we're going to walk over and look at the finishing projects over at 2nd Street. So that's 7 o'clock here this Wednesday. That's all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Martin. Public Safety and Health, Mrs. Dole.
I don't have any action items on the agenda tonight. My next public safety meeting is May 8th at 7 a.m. at the Village Hall Conference Room. Want to mention one thing. The police department often gets asked if it's illegal to park in your own driveway but over the sidewalk. The answer is yes, it is illegal. Even if you're on your own driveway, you cannot park your vehicle in a manner that blocks the sidewalk. This also includes parking campers, trailers, boats, or anything else, like piles of brush or garbage cans, that blocks the sidewalk in any way. By blocking the sidewalk, you are causing people or children who are using the sidewalk to step into the street and into traffic to get around it, which can be very dangerous. Please do not place anything on the sidewalk, especially now that it's getting warmer, and if you see any violations, you can contact the Manteno Police Department to get it corrected. That's all I have.
Thank you, Ms. Dole. Planning and Zoning, Mr. Crockett.
Thank you, Mayor. I have nothing on the agenda this evening. We do have a Planning and Zoning Committee meeting scheduled for Tuesday, April the 23rd, 7 a.m. in the Village Hall Conference Room. There is a Planning Commission meeting scheduled for Tuesday, May 14th, 6 p.m. here in the Village Boardroom. And that's all I have for this evening.
Mr. Crockett. Finance, Mr. Geske.
Thank you, Mayor. I have ordinance 1831, an ordinance to reallocate amounts within funds between departments to utilize additional amounts from fund balances to close out the 2018-2019 budget. We've discussed this at a couple of finance committee meetings, and it's just year closeouts. Also, ordinance 1832, an ordinance approving a budget for the Village of Manteno for fiscal year beginning May 1, 2019 through April 30th, 2020. Prior to tonight's meeting, we had a public hearing regarding this, and again, have discussed this at several of our finance committee meetings. Should be noted that this is a balanced budget.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure we comment on the fact that it is a balanced budget, and we have a to the tune of around $190,000 in the positive. Last year we with the sale of the wastewater system, it was kind of an irregular year for our income and expenses because we had different personnel that were going to be leaving in the mid-year, and so we knew that the budget process last year was going to be a little bit different than what it had in the past. Things are filtering out now, and we're back to more of a normal budget, and it's balanced. Actually, it's a positive factor.
Next thing I have is Resolution 1819, a resolution approving declaration and disbursement of surplus monies in TIF area number 1. And I have ordinance 1833, an ordinance authorizing the purchase of property commonly known as 154 North Walnut, Manteno, Illinois, in furtherance of the objective of the redevelopment plan and project approved for TIF District number 1 in the Central Business District redevelopment project area. Last thing I have is payment of bills in the amount of $77,972.34, which includes TIF bills in the amount of $3,722.37. There have been no bills authorized or paid between board cycle, and our next finance committee meeting is scheduled for May 8th at 7 a.m.
And just a comment about the the repayment of TIF money. Every year, at the last meeting of the year, we approve the payments for reimbursement to our, from our TIF district to our taxing bodies. So this is something that we do every year. We give the taxing bodies back 15% of the total amount from the TIF. If you remember several years ago when we wanted to extend the TIF, that was one of the things that we did in order to get all the taxing bodies on board. At our next board meeting, we will have checks available for all the representatives from all the different taxing bodies. So again, this is something that we do on an annual basis. All the taxing bodies understand the process. They understand why, you know, the TIF is so important to us to be able to continue to do the progress that we've done in the TIF district with all the different improvements. But they, you know, needed to be able to partake in some of the TIF monies too. And this is our way of giving back to them the agreed upon amount that they you know, allowed us to be able to continue with the TIF district. So that'll, we approve it tonight, the checks will actually be dispersed after May 1. Thank you, Mr. Geske. General Government, Mr. Phillips.
I have nothing on the agenda tonight, Mayor.
Okay, then what we'll be voting on the consent agenda are as follows. Under old business, nothing. Under new business is ordinance 1831, an ordinance to reallocate amounts within funds between departments and utilize additional amounts from fund balances for FY 2018-19 budget. Item number 2 is ordinance 1832, which is an ordinance approving a budget for the Village of Manteno for the fiscal year beginning May 1st, 2019 through April 30th, 2020. Item number 3 is resolution 1819, resolution approving the declaration and disbursement of surplus monies in tax increment financing area number 1. Item number 4 is a motion to approve the liquor, amusement, and video gaming amusement licenses for FY 1920 as submitted by the village clerk. Item number 5 is ordinance 1833, an ordinance authorizing the purchase of the property commonly known as 154 North Walnut, Manteno, in furtherance of the objectives of the redevelopment plan and project approved for TIF District Number 1, Central Business District Redevelopment Project Area. Item number 6 is Resolution 1820, a resolution for maintenance under the Illinois Highway Code. Under the awarding of bids, we have none. Under the financial reports, a motion to approve the payment of the bills in the amount of $77,972.34, of which TIF 1 bills include $37,22.37. Are there any items on the consent agenda that need to be voted on individually? Seeing none, I'd accept the motion to take a single roll call vote of the question of passage of the agenda items as read. Motion by Boyce, second by Martin. Roll call.
Boyce?
Yes.
Martin?
Yes.
Dole?
Yes.
Crockett?
Yes.
Geske?
Yes.
Phillips?
Yes.
Motion carries. I accept the motion to approve by unanimous vote the ordinances, resolutions, motions, and orders contained in the consent agenda as read.
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Dole,
I'll second
second by
that.
Crockett. Roll call.
Dole?
Yes.
Crockett?
Yes.
Boyce?
Yes.
Martin?
Yes.
Geske?
Yes.
Phillips?
Yes.
Carries. Comments tonight? You have anything, Mr. Boyce?
No comments tonight. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Mr. Martin?
Nothing.
Mrs. Dole?
Tuesday, tomorrow is the second month of Lifestyle 360, and the topic is community resources for seniors. Start time is 9 a.m. for a little social time, donuts, coffee. 9:15 is the guest speaker. 9:45 is safety presentation, and 10 to 10:30 is social time. So please come and learn more about community resources for seniors. And pass it on, tell your friends.
Ms. Dole? Mr. Crockett?
I have nothing, Mayor. Thank you.
Mr. Geske?
I have nothing.
Nothing.
The only thing I is just, you know, thanks to Chris and Sheila, Darla, and all the staff of the village. The budget process starts back in January to get through to tonight in order to pass the budget. There's a lot of, you know, hours and hours of going through all the different income and expense and making a lot of projections and talking with the state of Illinois about what monies are going to be, you know, hopefully be sent to the village. So there's a lot of hours of work involved in this. And when it comes together and we have a balanced budget with actually with an excess of revenues over income, that's the way that it's supposed to work. It doesn't always happen that way, but with the revenues and the expenses, you know, this year, that's that's the way it's looking, and this is a great budget to be passing. Also, we were able to work with the department heads to make sure that they were able to gain, most of the things that they felt as though they needed in order to effectively run their departments. Obviously, a heavy portion of the budget is public safety, and we, as a village, rely very heavily on the police department. We want to make sure that they have the equipment that they need in order to, operate effectively. I think this budget does that, and hopefully the police department will benefit with the things that we have included in the budget. And then Public Works also, we, ask them to do an awful lot in order to keep the village looking good. We're always putting new things on their plate, and they are always rising to the occasion to be able to do that. So we continually work with the Public Works Department to try to make sure that they have the equipment. You might see a lot of different equipment around that belongs to the village, a lot of pickup trucks and a lot of other vehicles around. They're all used at different times, for different reasons. And they're the reason that the town looks as good as it does. So thank you very much for taking care of the village as you do, and we hope that this budget will allow you to continue to do that in the fashion that you've done it over the past several years. With that, I would accept the motion to adjourn.
I make the motion.
Motion by Phillips,
I'll second.
second by Dole, roll call.
Phillips.
Yes.
Dole.
Yes.
Boyce.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Crockett.
Yes.
Geske.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you very much for coming and for watching.